Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, thanks for checking me out. So today I'm going to show you how I made this barbecue chicken French bread pizza. I think this is a great recipe to have in your back pocket for like entertaining. You're gonna have some people over, that works great. It also works good for like an after school snack for the kids or just movie night on a Friday night. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to begin by making an herb butter that I'm gonna spread over the French bread. Now you can of course use fresh herbs if you got a garden, or if you just got money like that to buy a whole bunch of fresh herbs, you can. But it would be wasteful to me because I don't use it every day, so it would go bad before I used all those herbs. So I'm just gonna use an out of the jar Italian seasoning blend. It has sage, rosemary, thyme, all those good flavors. So we're gonna start by sprinkling that over, and then I also added a teaspoon of minced garlic. You want to have softened butter. Mine could have sat out a little bit longer, so I'm going to get it started, but then I'm going to come back to that after it comes a bit more to room temperature. So you know I had to throw some bacon up in here, so go ahead and get you a few slices of bacon and fry those up. So while the bacon is cooking, let's go ahead and season our chicken. I have 3 boneless chicken thighs, and I'm going to use some kind of combination of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. You use whatever seasonings you like on your chicken. All right, so let's go ahead and cook the chicken. I'm gonna lay it in the same pan that I made my bacon in. If you are gonna do it that way, be mindful that bacon is salty, so you might wanna be a little conservative on your salt when you're seasoning the chicken. But nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and get those browned and make sure they are fully cooked through. And then we're gonna set those aside so they can cool off, and then we'll chop them up. If you're enjoying this video so far, consider subscribing to my channel. I do have a lot of good recipes out there for you guys to watch, so be sure to check those out. So now our bacon is done, so we're just gonna get that chopped up into bite-sized pieces. There's no science behind that, just get it cut up. Keep in mind, if you would like to make this more so of like a 30-minute meal type thing, there are a few shortcuts that you can take. Instead of using real bacon, you can use bacon bits. Instead of making the chicken, you could get a rotisserie chicken. Instead of making the herb butter, I know that they sell herb butter already put together now. So if you don't really have a lot of time, those are some shortcuts that you can take. So I love to use these boneless thighs in a lot of different recipes. I think that the thigh is king. I mean, it has so much flavor, and then you will almost have to be like trying to dry it out in order to dry out a chicken thigh. But if you do prefer to use the chicken breast, you certainly can. If you're struggling with keeping it juicy and moist and tender, then I do have a recipe. I think it's called stuffed chicken breast, where I show you the secret to getting juicy chicken breasts. Okay, so moving on, here I have my French baguette or loaf. So I'm going to use a serrated knife. That's what I was just trying to show you. A serrated knife is used especially for cutting bread. If you were to use like a regular knife, which, what is a regular knife? But you know what I mean. If you use like a regular knife, when you slice bread, it kind of mushes it down. So the serrated knife is meant for bread because it gives you a much cleaner cut. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and cut our French bread in half, and then we're gonna add our herb butter on there, and then we're just gonna start building our pizza. So I think at about this point, I'm realizing that I did not put like one vegetable on this pizza. But I mean, hey, it's a pizza. You can do what you want to do. But if you are a veggie lover, go ahead and load it up with some onions, mushrooms, peppers, you know, whatever you like. It's your pizza. It's your food. So you do what you want to do. All right, so let's get to building this pizza. So I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle on some barbecue sauce, and then we're just gonna go ahead and add the rest of our toppings, our chicken, our bacon. What I will tell you is that I am not really like a huge barbecue sauce fan. So I actually did ranch with mine. The family did love this version, the barbecue chicken pizza, but I did like mine like ranch bacon. So that turned out awesome as well. So like I said, make it your own, whatever you like, and you put that on there. So I'm using mozzarella cheese today, but be sure to be creative. There are a lot of cheeses out there that you can experiment with, which is what I would like to do. I know Gouda is really popular right now, and I do use Gouda, and it is delicious. But there's a lot of different cheeses. Like Fontina, Asiago. It's so many cheeses. So I need to start experimenting with some other things. And I encourage you to do the same, because you never know what you might find that you really fall in love with. So after we get the pizza all loaded up, we're gonna put this into a 425-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and voila, there you go. It is crispy, it's cheesy, it's delicious. So let's go ahead and get this cut up so we can get served. Don't you guys just love French bread pizza? It has everything that I love. I really am a big fan of like crunchy, crispy food. So it definitely gives me that. It gives me the cheesy, it gives me the salty from the bacon. It's just awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just get that cut up, and then I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of barbecue sauce on top for presentation. I could have put some parsley flakes on there or some fresh parsley. I didn't even think about it, but just picture it. But it's good with or without it, so yeah. And I don't know about y'all, but this looks so good. Like, I'm about to make another one just because I'm editing this video and it looks so good. And I remember how good it was. It was just bomb. So be sure to try this recipe. I'm sure you will not be disappointed, especially because you're going to be putting on everything that you like to have on your pizza. So go ahead and feel free to make it your own. You have a base for how to put together a French bread pizza. It was easy peasy. I told you how to do some shortcuts. I'm gonna top it with some, I think I used feta cheese to top it with. And then we are gonna go ahead and eat. So I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And that's about it. I'm out of words. I will see you guys in the next video.